honestly, I don't want us to have it. I'm told you very coolly.
The truck was actually coming from Ring Road. It missed a step. So as it was trying to gather itself, it fell.
What we are witnessing these days, it is something we can no longer understand.
They should stop telling us and promising us all those promises are fake, giving us this set of promises are fake. We don't want it anymore.
A very good evening and thank you for joining us on BeeTv Major News at 6, reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital. I am Evelyn Izibili, and now to the news in details. Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo on Sunday led members of the State Executive Council and top leaders of the All Progressive Congress APC to the Immaculate Conception Cathedral, Auchi Diocese, for a Thanksgiving service marking his 1 year in office. BeeTv News Zainab Mohammed has the details.
Speaking during the service, Governor Okpebholo expressed profound gratitude to God for his grace and faithfulness, recalling how he made a solemn vow a year ago to return in thanksgiving upon winning both the primaries and the governorship election. The governor extended heartfelt appreciation to the Catholic Bishop of Auchi Diocese, Most Reverend Dr. Gabriel G. Dunia, and the Catholic faithful for their prayers and moral support, describing them as partners in the journey of faith and governance. Governor Okpebholo used the occasion to reflect on his administration's priorities, particularly road, infrastructure and security, which he identified as pressing challenges confronting the state. The governor also sympathized with the church and families affected by recent kidnappings of priests within the diocese, assuring them of the government's resolve to restore peace and order across the state. Governor Okpebholo further reaffirmed his administration's determination to rebuild Edo State on the foundation of peace, faith, and a purposeful leadership. He emphasized that governance must always reflect compassion, service, and accountability, assuring the people that his administration remains committed to driving sustainable development across all sectors.
Remember, sometime late last year, I was in this church, and I said, by God's grace, if I win from primary, I win the general election, I'm coming here to give thanks to God Almighty. So I've come to redeem my vow. I want to thank the bishop. I remember he offered a prayer that same day, and he told me, talk less. And I actually observed that statement, talk less. How do we solve this problem on this road? Second one is the one that borders on all of us. The insecurity was the second thought in my mind. I want to say that we will continue to do our best to fight the insecurity. We will make sure that the evil ones are sent out of our land. I want to say that there is never a day that we are not concerned about this issue of insecurity. By the grace of God, with the prayers of the church, we will overcome.
The Thanksgiving service was officiated by the Catholic Bishop of Auchi Diocese, Most Reverend Dr. Gabriel G. Dunia, who delivered a sermon centered on cleanliness, holiness, and the virtues of gratitude in leadership. The bishop commended Governor Okpebholo for his reintroduction of the state's monthly environmental sanitation exercise, describing it as a necessary step towards public clean and moral discipline. Bishop Dunia also lauded the governor for being a man of integrity who keeps his word, recalling the governor's vow during last year's service to return for Thanksgiving if elected.
Are we going to be counted as a wasted generation? Or day and night we'll be thinking of our own contribution toward building the temple of God, the life-giving gift of individual. We are thinking of it. How do we make it smooth? How do we make it joyous? How do we make it safe? How do we make it satisfying in all things that we do? My dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, on a day like this, let us harvest our purity of heart. Because the Bible says, it is those who have pure hearts that will see God.
The Thanksgiving service drew dignitaries and worshippers from across all strata of the society, reflecting the atmosphere of unity and gratitude that characterized the event. Governor Pebolo's return to the same altar where he made his vow a year ago affirms a rare blend of humility, faith, and integrity in leadership, and we echo the governor's consistent message that service to the people must be anchored on divine guidance, moral integrity, and a commitment to collective well-being. As Edo State remarks 1 year under his stewardship, Sunday's Thanksgiving offered a symbolic reminder of a leader who acknowledges divine providence in his journey, while reaffirming his pledge to make governance a tool for peace, progress, and a restoration of public trust. Zainab Mohammed reporting for BeeTv News.
In a bid to boost local commerce and provide better market facilities, the senator representing Edo North Senatorial District, Senator Adams Eric Aliyu Oshomole, has officially commissioned new market projects at Uchi Market in Auchi and Jetu Market, both in Esako West local government area of Edo State. Traders and residents have welcomed the upgrades, noting that the improvements have made daily market activities easier, protected their goods from harsh weather, and enhanced hygiene and safety across the markets. The report.
That is the arrival of the comrade Senator Adam Aliyu Oshomole.
The joy of the traders of the market knew no bound, as traders at both Uchi and Jetu markets expressed delight over the upgraded facilities. The traders said the new concreted walkways and modern shop structures have made business much smoother during both the rainy and sunny days, while residents welcomed the improvement, noting that more traders could now operate safely without the markets becoming overcrowded. Backed by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, the projects include modern open and closed stores, borehole facility, ultra-modern toilet facilities, and fully concreted walkways, all designed to make trading safer, more organized, and more comfortable for everyone. Also speaking, Honorable Gani Akohia, member representing Esako West Constituency 2 at the Edo State House of Assembly, praised the new market, calling it one of the largest and most organized markets. He thanked Senator Adams Oshomole for the project, noting that it will improve market management. The Esako West Market President and Edo North Coordinator, along with others from Jetu Market and Uchi Market, expressed gratitude to Senator Adams Oshomole for the new facilities, highlighting the positive impact on trading and the community.
It's a thing of joy for us. The comment Senator Adams Aliyu Oshomole is showing us that he has the capacity to lead Edo North as senator. This is one of his projects. You see the atmosphere, the women, they are happy. They are proud of our senator. We are proud of him, and we say thank you to him. You can see the structure, you can see the atmosphere. All our people are rejoicing, and we accept this in good faith. Just like Oliver Twist, we will still appeal to our senator. We have confidence in him to do more for our people. We are proud because this is one of the biggest and the largest markets we have as far as Edo is concerned. All from Esako, every market day they all come there to do their buying and selling of business. We are proud of our father. We pray Almighty Allah continue to bless him and strengthen himself and his family.
Last week we commissioned the project over there. Today we are here to commission the construction of Uchi Market. for the peculiar nature of the market and the variance in the need of the occupants that the market women were able to provide open store, lock-up store, and if you know the nature of the surrounding of this market before this construction, this place was a place that we will not be able to gather here today. For the sake of that, we decided to go on full total concrete pavement. Our gratitude to the comrade for believing in local content.
We thank God Almighty Allah wey give us these days. Our comrade Aliyu Adamu Somole, e dey do before, e first do. The time wey e dey government, I tell am for government as inshallah we should comot for this Edo state. Na presidency we dey find am. I dey know for that when Mama congratulate everybody. So we thank am wey be say e first do and e still do today for our market. And we pray Almighty Allah to give am long life. Bless her, make we see say anything wey do for us, we appreciate and we thank Almighty Allah to achieve the goal wey give us. We pray make God still bless and touch the heart as e dey do more, make e still do more for we.
So máa rọ àwọn ẹ̀fẹ́ ní mara rẹ̀ mẹ́ máa yọ bókè à. Èsì ìgbà tẹ́lá rẹ̀ àwọn tẹ́ ẹ̀rù so. More promotions. Aya, inshallah. Ìgbàrọ̀ bọ̀jì kó àfiwájà àfiwánà. Fàtà bíbí àtẹ̀rẹ̀pítà wọ́n tẹ̀lé fínú lẹ́yìn. Ìlọ òkà náà tàwákà. Inshallah.
In an interview, the facilitator of the project and senator representing Edo North Senatorial District, Senator Comrade Adams Eric Oshomal, said the market projects were designed to improve trading conditions, protect goods, and provide modern facilities. He noted that the projects are federally funded, aimed at empowering traders and assured that no one will be displaced.
So by having a modern market that is roof with airflow, whether it is sunny, it is raining, you will find that both those who are selling and those who are buying, they don't have to be running enter-scatter. And the erosion that normally wash off the market, with time, all of that will be addressed. So I believe when we talk of empowerment, it is better to do things at the grassroots level. I also said that the consumption of this market is not from my pocket. This is federal government budget, as you can see from the contract of federal government of Nigeria. And this is part of the constituency project that I've had to do. Our people say that wherever you are, you don't forget you are coming from a constituency. That is why we have to do this project across Edo North. I pray that God will reach the market women and men who are going to trade here, and even our people who will be coming here to buy whatever they want. Now we have a water scheme. The water is running, so if you have to wash your hands to maintain basic hygiene, there is water. I'm very happy that the governor of Edo State is already working on the second phase of the market.
The commissioning ended on a high note with market women and others celebrating the new facility through singing, dancing, and heartfelt thanksgiving.
In the name of our Father, name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen.
Their joyous display highlighted the positive impact of the projects on the community as residents and traders expressed hope that the upgraded market will bring lasting benefits for commerce, hygiene, and local development. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
Residents across various parts of Edo State have continued to share differing experiences regarding the availability and stability of electricity supply, as some residents report notable improvements while some lament persistent darkness and neglect the reports.
In several areas within Benin City and its environs, electricity users say they have witnessed remarkable progress in power supply in recent months. They commend the Benin Electricity Distribution Company, BEDC, for ensuring more consistent power and quicker response to faults. For these residents, the improved power situation has reduced dependence on generators and lower household energy expenses. However, the story is starkly different in other parts of the state, where residents continue to struggle with prolonged outages, irregular supply, and damaged transformers. Speaking with BeeTv News, some residents of Airport Road, Sapler Road, and Upper Siloko expressed frustration over constant blackouts and unreliable power supply, saying they go weeks without light. Even when power comes, it doesn't last up to 2 hours.
You get less than 30 minutes, then they'll bring it just not so in the worst more than 20.
It has been fluctuating. We have been enjoying completing our sleep. Maybe they bring it 2 hours maximum in a day, then later on they bring it.
Meanwhile, in areas such as Ugbo, residents confirm that electricity supply has become relatively stable and they are experiencing a large improvement in electricity, though they called for sustained maintenance and even distribution across all areas.
Yes, a little bit of improvement, not as worst as it used to be. My own area, for instance, now, they get like 9 hours. But now, it don't increase. It don't reach like 16 hours. So I would say there has been an improvement in electricity.
They urge coordinated efforts between the state government and the Benin Electricity Distribution Company, BEDC, to ensure that every part of Edo State enjoys steady and reliable power supply. For now, while some residents celebrate improved light, others continue to wait in the dark, hoping that their turn for progress will soon come. Temitope Oluwafemi reporting for BeeTv News.
President Bola Tinubu has congratulated Professor Chukwuma Soludo on his re-election as governor of Anambra State. He also commended the people of the state, security agencies, and the Independent National Electoral Commission for ensuring a peaceful and successful election. According to the president, Soludo's victory reflects his visionary leadership and the remarkable progress recorded in Anambra under his administration. He urged the governor to be magnanimous in victory and work with his opponents to advance the state's development. Similarly, Ogun State Governor and Chairman of the Southern Governors Forum, Dapo Abiodun, congratulated Soludo on his re-election. In a statement by his special advisor on media and strategy, Kayode Akimade, Abiodun said the result of the poll shows the people's confidence in Soludo's leadership. He commended the Anambra governor, who also serves as vice chairman of the Southern Governors Forum, encouraging him to maintain his developmental agenda and promote unity among political stakeholders for inclusive growth across the state. Edo State government has approved 1 billion naira soft loan for market women to strengthen their businesses and improve livelihoods. The State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Eugenia Abdullah, announced this over the weekend while briefing newsmen in Benin. BeeTv News Best Orator reports.
Briefing newsmen in Benin City, the Edo State capital, the Edo State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Honorable Eugenia Abdullah, said that the state government has approved 1 billion naira in soft loans for market women to strengthen their businesses and improve livelihoods. She also used the opportunity to highlight the key achievements of the state government under its Shine agenda. She explained that the initiative was designed to support women at the grassroots who are closest to consumers, enabling them to expand their businesses and contribute more effectively to the state's economy. According to her, 54,000 women have been targeted for entrepreneurial training, microfinance access, and skills development as part of Governor Monday Okpebolo's commitment to improving the economic status of women across Edo State.
I am honored to stand before you today, ladies and gentlemen of the press, to highlight the key achievements of the Edo State Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development under the leadership of our working Senator Governor, Senator Monday Okpebolo. While His Excellency has consistently demonstrated a strong commitment to empowering women in our great state, his administration has implemented various initiatives aimed at promoting women's empowerment, economic development, and social welfare.
The commissioner also explained that the ministry has provided rehabilitation and shelter services for trafficked women, rape survivors, and victims of domestic violence, while ensuring that the children of affected women are placed under adequate care and protection. Highlighting the ministry's achievements in skills development, Abdullah disclosed that the Uromi and Igara Skills Acquisition Centers have been revitalized, producing over 140 graduates in 2025. She also revealed that the Ewomoma Center is currently being upgraded in collaboration with the Edo State Skills Development Agency to further expand training opportunities for women and children. She expressed appreciation to Governor Monday Okpebolo and the Coordinator Office of the First Lady of Edo State, Mrs. Edesili Okpebolo Nani, for their partnership and continuous support towards achieving the ministry's mandate.
Partnership with the federal government, providing them with entrepreneurial training, access to microfinance, and skills development initiatives. The ministry's skills acquisition programs have equipped women with relevant skills to promote their economic prospects, including training in compressed natural gas. We have prioritized programs that empowers the girl child, including education and skills development initiatives, to ensure they reach their full potential and contribute to the development of our dear state.
Abdallah reiterated that the state government's investment in women's empowerment reflects a deliberate strategy to create inclusive growth and sustainable development across all sectors of the state's economy. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The state's Governor Biondun Oyebanji has highlighted that agriculture is the most sustainable solution to Nigeria's economic challenges, including unemployment, food insecurity, and poverty. Speaking through the State's Commissioner for Agriculture, he made the statement in Ado Ekiti during the 5th edition of the SAFE Summit. The report. Stakeholders in the agricultural sector gathered in Ado Ekiti for the Safe Agri-Business Summit, united by the goal of fostering a sustainable future for Nigeria's food system. The discussion, which included government officials and private sector participants, focused on financing, innovation and collaboration within the agribusiness sector.
Agri is a work for every stakeholder, whether you are a farmer, you are an investor, your government officials. You need to play your part to ensure that everybody is on the same page. Today we have seen that the access to finance is something that we need to convoke. We need to bring every stakeholder to ensure that money flow within the sector, input flow within the sector, access to finance also being upgraded.
The summit focused on creating a driving marketplace for agriculture, particularly for smallholder farmers and local investors.
Safe Summit is a platform for learning. Basically, that was why we created it. The second rationale will be that multi-stakeholder engagement, bringing different stakeholders across the value chain to engage in conversations that can help the agri value chain or food system in Nigeria to forge ahead, identifying what the problems are, pointing out to possible solutions that policymakers, other value chain players are not seeing.
The Netherlands Consul General to Nigeria, who was also at the summit, emphasized the need for synergy across the sector to ensure food sufficiency in the country.
You need to group together to come to a solution that will basically lift up agricultural production in Nigeria.
For stakeholders, the summit was not just about talk, but about building a lasting partnership that can truly transform Nigeria's agricultural story. Evelyn Isabella reporting for BeeTv News. We'll take a quick short break and we'll be right back shortly. Please stay with us.
The Golden Gate Investments Inc. in partnership with the Edo State Diaspora Agency, Golden Gate Partners Limited, Bedell Healthcare, and Andrew Enofe Real Estate invites you to a Business Investment Summit, an exclusive event for forward-thinking investors and professionals. Benin, date 8 November 2025. Venue, Clotier Hotel, 4th Central Road off Sape Road, Benin City. Time 10 a.m. Abuja, date 15 November 2025. Venue, Plateau Hall, Transcorp Hilton, Abuja. Time 10 a.m. Port Harcourt, date 17 November 2025. Venue, 3 Breeze International Hotel, 9 Mabisol Avenue, off Peter Odili Road, Port Harcourt. Time 10 a.m. Come and discover how to earn US dollars while in Nigeria and secure your pathway to Canadian PR through business investments, combining wealth creation with immigration opportunities. We will connect our global investors to high-performing real estate-backed opportunities designed to deliver consistent returns, financial growth, and lasting impact. Minimum investment is 50,000 USD. To register, log on to the GoldenGateInvestments.com. For more information, please call 0814-823-8210.
The heartbeat of culture, fashion, music, and entertainment is about to take over Benin City as we gear up for the Edo Carnival 2025 from December 21st to 27th. Garrick Memorial on Ekenwa Road will come alive with 7 days of extraordinary excitement. From dazzling parades, live music, and cultural displays to seminar, a beauty pageant, Miss Edo Carnival 2025, fashion shows, and so much more. Get ready to witness the pride of Edo, the spirit of our people, and the biggest celebration of culture this December. This project is proudly brought to you by Peak Rendezvous Entertainment Global Limited and supported by Edo State Government.
Welcome back from that quick short break. Peak Rendezvous Entertainment Global Ltd, in collaboration with the Edo State Government, has commenced auditioning for Edo Carnival 2025, calling on talented individuals to showcase their skills ahead of the state's cultural celebration. BeeTv News Favor Kolawole reports that the audition is aimed at selecting performers who will take part in the maiden edition of the carnival, which seeks to promote unity, creativity, and the rich cultural heritage of the Edo people.
The exercise began with an opening remark by the chairman of the Edo Carnival Committee, the Honorable Commissioner for Finance, Honorable Emmanuel Okubo, who described the carnival as a cultural rebirth aimed at uniting sons and daughters of Edo State in celebration of their heritage.
Today's gathering reflects the creativity, passion, and vibrant cultural spirit that define our people. The Edo Carnival is not only a celebration of our heritage, but also an avenue to empower our youth, promote tourism, and boost the creative economy of our state.
Also speaking, a member of the committee, Dr. Jackie Ulo, encouraged participants to make the most of the opportunity, noting that the carnival seeks to showcase indigenous talent and promotes the cultural pride of the Edo people as the festive season sets in.
Please feel free to do anything you want to do. We're here for you, but please remember time is not really our friend. So please, thank you for coming, and we look forward to seeing your performance.
The audition featured a variety of performances, including singing, rap, hype, dance, and other creative displays from aspiring frontliners eager to earn a place in the carnival lineup. In an interview with BeeTv News, members of the organizing committee expressed delight over the enthusiasm of participants, stating that the audition process, which will continue for 5 days, is designed to ensure a colorful and cultural-rich carnival that truly reflects the identity of the Edo people.
Edo Carnival, it's one carnival that will showcase our rich cultural heritage, our food, our dressing, everything that you need to know about Edo State. That's what Edo Carnival is going to be showcasing.
Edo is a land that is rich in culture, rich in tradition and heritage, and this is the very first of its kind. So I'm certain that what we have here is going to be one for the record, and so far so good. I've been excited with what I've seen. Indeed, Edo is a land of talent. We've seen diverse talents.
Giving this to Peak Entertainment. Peak Entertainment has done so well, and is running a conjunction with the Edo State Government. I'm calling all Edo-lites, wherever they are, all over the world, to come and have fun this Christmas.
Some of the contestants who spoke to BeeTv News expressed excitement and anticipation for the forthcoming carnival, noting that they hope to be among the selected performers. They also appreciated the Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, for supporting the initiative, describing the event as a unifying platform set to showcase the true pride of the state.
What I'm going to say is that may God continue to flourish and bless the amazing governor of Edo State, because by putting this heritage at the top, by making the whole world to see how Edo culture is being elevated and see the history and still make sure the history of the culture is being maintained.
I think with this carnival, it will make people know that Edo State culture is a very beautiful scene and scenario to behold.
With the level of enthusiasm already observed, organizers says expectations are high that the maiden edition of the Edo Carnival will not only entertain but also rekindle cultural consciousness and unity among the people. Favour Kolawole reporting for BeeTv News.
Lafia, like many other Nigerian capital cities, is facing a severe housing crisis. Rapid population growth has increased the demand for housing, causing rents to rise sharply. Investigation shows that two-bedroom apartments now cost between 250,000 and 400,000 naira per annum, while one-bedroom apartments range from 150,000 to 200,000 naira per, beyond the reach of many residents. The report.
Many tenants are being forced to share apartments or relocate to sub-urban areas such as Akura, Shabu, Kuruko, and Kwaderio to reduce costs. The situation is placing significant financial pressure on low and average income earners. Residents report that landlords frequently increase rent, sometimes on older properties, while citing higher costs for building materials and inflation as justification.
The issue of the rents in Lafia is becoming too much, in the sense that in previous years it's not like this. And it even interests you to know that some houses in Lafia are even old building, but you wake up in a day, a landlord will knock at your door and just increase money. Some of them will even say they want to renovate the house, why it's not true. And honestly, it's just like a civil servant is at the receiving end.
As we are staying at people's houses, the landlord one time will come and told us that the materials where they are buying all these things. And it get the time where I tell our landlord that this material where you people are buying, I don't buy it since. It's not now, but they're supposed to consider what is going on now.
There is growing demand for government intervention, with calls for lawmakers to regulate and control rents across all local government areas to make housing more affordable and alleviate the burden on tenants. Tenants are urging the government to take urgent steps to address the housing deficit and make life affordable for residents in Nasarawa State. Zainab Mohammed reporting for BeeTv News.
The legal advisor of the All Progressive Congress, APC Edo State, Stephen Okoro Esquire, has resigned his position in the party. BeeTv News Best Orator reports that his resignation follows his appointment as the Solicitor General of the state. The report.
Chairman, Emperor Television, the State Secretary, Soka, who made it possible for me to be appointed as Solicitor General of Edo State.
Presenting his letter of resignation to the chairman of APC Edo State, Honorable Jared Tenebi, at a brief ceremony at the APC Secretariat in Benin City, the outgoing state legal advisor of the party, Stephen Okoro Esquire, said the decision to resign comes from a place of duty, not distance. He said despite his resignation, his commitment and loyalty to the APC remain unwavering and promised to lend a hand of support for the greater growth and development of APC in Edo State. He thanked the State Working Committee for the cooperation, friendship and trust extended to him during his time of service.
The State Secretary, Soka, who made it possible for me to be appointed as Solicitor General of Edo State. And today, I have served under them as the State Legal Advisor of the party. This day, I wish this day to formally resign as the State Legal Advisor of the APC and also resign as a member of the State Working Committee. This is my letter. Thank you, sir. I present this letter to the chairman.
Responding, the state APC chairman, Jarrett Tinebe, commended Stephen Ukoro Esquire for his dedication and passion for the APC. He said although he will be missed as member of the APC State Working Committee, he was glad that Governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, appointed him as the Solicitor General. He encouraged Stephen.
The Chief Medical Director of Union Teaching Hospital, Dr. Babatunde Adiola Afolabi, stated that the only government can effectively tackle the issue of Japa syndrome, which has adversely impacted the country's health sector, by providing better remuneration and improving working conditions across hospitals. Dr. Afolabi made his remark while speaking to journalists in Osogbo, the state capital. He also highlighted that the Osun state government has sanctioned the automatic replacement of medical doctors, nurses, and other health workers who leave their posts, ensuring that hospitals do not face a shortage of staff.
Government is still planning to do more. The salary is now regular. People who are to be regularized have been regularized. Now, a lot of promissory from the government and a lot of things they are doing at the moment. So I want to say that has reduced horizontal japa from Union Osun as it used to be. Government has also given approval for automatic replacement. When a doctor goes, not allied professionals, not administrative staff, but for doctors, for nurses, for laboratory scientists, for physiotherapists and the likes.
Various sectors convened a summit in Lagos to discuss strategies for fostering a gender-responsive food system nationwide. The event also sought to elevate the voices of women involved in agriculture and food production. The reports. Mothers, farmers, and market women gathered with a shared goal of securing equal access to resources and closing the gender gap in Nigeria's agricultural and food systems. The summit presented findings from all 6 geopolitical zones collected between July and August 2025. The report highlights rising food prices, climate change, insecure land rights, conflicts, and displacement as key factors exacerbating food insecurity, especially for women.
We women are suffering in the sense that we are the homemakers now because of the issue of insecurity in food and insecurity of life. The two are affected, and women are mostly affected.
We have issues of transporting goods from one place to the other. It's a major challenge whereby farmers spend a lot in transporting their food from one place to another. Then preservation is a big issue for us farmers. Then fluctuation. Whatever we plunge into the business, many a times, if there's price fluctuation, you're not able to plan properly. Record keeping becomes not usable.
According to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, about 33.1 million Nigerians are projected to face food insecurity in 2025, with nearly 800,000 pregnant and breastfeeding women at risk of malnutrition. Through its national feminist policy agenda, advocates are calling for a gender-responsive food system that ensures women have equitable access to land, finance, and agricultural inputs.
When it comes to human insecurity and food, you find out that when people are running, they run without food. They get to camps, they get to these places without food. And who do the children turn to? Women. Who do the elderly in the family turn to? Women. Women need to be involved. Government need to be policies that are gender sensitive when it comes to food insecurity.
Organizers says that this summit is not just a conversation but a call to action. They believe that until women's voices are truly heard, the fight against food insecurity will remain incomplete. Evelyn Isabella reporting for BeeTv News. The Imperial Philanthropic Family in the Southeast has urged all motivated, well-meaning young Southeasterners to rise above past grievances and unite in rebuilding the glory of their fatherland. At an event themed Rekindling the Glory of Our Fatherland A Tax for All, Osita Chiduka, stated that the family has taken a decisive step in the right direction and called on all well-meaning Southeasterners to support the IPF. He reassured participants that rebuilding the Southeastern region and establishing it as Nigeria's economic hub remains achievable. President Darlite Wambunike and other like-minded industry leaders noted that while they have begun realizing their ambitions and celebrated some achievements, these accomplishments are still just small contributions in the larger scheme.
Providing succor to those people that were affected during that time in eastern Nigeria. We bought a number of bags of rice, bed, mattresses, and all the rest.
Now, if we succeed in talking to these number of successful young Igbo billionaires who are members of this family, who believe in philanthropy, who believe in community development, and they think back home and begin to invest a lot of their resources, a lot of their time, a lot of their energy in building industries, in building economic hubs that can promote economic development of our country. If it's happening in Southeast, inadvertently, it's happening across the country.
And now to the global scenes. A shocking execution in northern Mali has drawn widespread outrage after a young TikToker known for supporting the army was killed by suspected jihadists, highlighting the worsened security crisis gripping the country. The report.
Malian TikToker Miriam Cesar has been killed execution style by suspected jihadists after being accused of aiding the army through her social media posts. The young influencer, who had over 100,000 followers, was known for promoting life in her hometown of Tonka in the northern Timbuktu region and for posting videos supportive of Mali's military. Reports say she was abducted while live streaming in a nearby town and later shot in Tonka's Independence Square. With her brother witnessing the execution, authorities and state media described her as a patriotic young woman whose goal was to uplift her community, not act as an informant. Her death comes amid worsening insecurity and a crippling jihadist blockade that has halted fuel supplies, shut schools and universities, and paralyzed economic activity. The African Union expressed alarm over the deteriorating situation, condemning deliberate attacks on civilians and pledging to support Mali and other Sahel nations facing extremist violence. Duduzile Zuma Sambuda, daughter of former South African President Jacob Zuma, has pleaded not guilty to terrorism-related charges as her trial opened in Durban. The 43-year-old is accused of using social media posts to incite the deadly 2021 riots that erupted after her father's arrest, which left more than 300 people dead and cost $2.8 billion in damages. Zuma Sambudla, who faces charges of incitement to commit terrorism and public violence, has dismissed the case as politically motivated, with her lawyer calling it weak. The Jacob Zuma Foundation also condemned the prosecution as a campaign of harassment against the Zuma family. Supporters from her father's Umunkonto Wesizwe party gathered outside the courts while the former president attended proceedings inside. Former French President Nicolas Sarkozy is set to be released from La Santé prison just 3 weeks into his 5-year sentence for conspiring to fund his 2007 campaign with money from late Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi. A Paris court granted him early release under strict supervision, barring him from leaving France or contacting witnesses. Appearing via video link, Sarkozy described his time in solitary confinement as a nightmare, but thanked prison staff for their kindness. The 70-year-old, who was denied wrongdoing and insisted he would never admit to something he didn't do, was supported in court by his wife Carla Bruni Sarkozy and 2 sons. Prosecutors backed his request for release, citing his status and the need for protection, while his appeal trial is scheduled for March. Vyacheslav Penchukov, a Ukrainian cybercriminal once known as Tank, has given his first ever interview from a Colorado prison, exposing details of the notorious hacking networks he led that stole tens of millions worldwide. Penchukov, who spent nearly a decade on the FBI's most wanted list, admitted to running major cyber gangs including Jabazil and Iced ID, which targeted banks, businesses and hospitals. Arrested in Switzerland in 2022, he is serving 2 to 9 year sentences and owes $54 million in restitution. Despite his crimes, Penchukov showed little remorse, saying hackers viewed Western losses as insignificant, though victims described devastating financial and emotional impacts. And that's all for the evening from the global scenes. Harmony Agbafo reporting for BeeTv News.
Let's join BeeTv News Zainab Mohammed for more updates from the business world.
The scheme, updated in 2024, offers industries access to 6 to 20 megawatts of power at flexible, cost-reflective tariffs. NDPHC said the move would help utilize its 2,000 megawatts stranded capacity, boost revenue, and ensure more reliable power for industries. Managing Director Chinedu Adihije noted that the company is shifting towards bilateral power sales to improve liquidity and reduce dependence on the centralized electricity market, which faces persistent financial challenges. Power distributors' revenue rises 43% to 1.5 trillion naira in 8 months. Nigeria's power distribution companies increased their revenue collection by 43% to 1.5 trillion between January and August 2025, up from 1.05 trillion recorded in the same period of 2024, according to the data from the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission. The Commission's commercial performance report showed that the 12 distribution companies jointly collected 553.63 billion naira in the first quarter, 564.71 billion in the second quarter, and 193.96 billion in July. An additional 191.11 billion was collected in August, bringing total receipts from the 8-month period to about 1.503 trillion. In comparison, the firms recorded 291.62 billion, 431.16 billion, 162 billion and 168.7 billion for the corresponding months in 2024, totaling 1.053 trillion. Experts calls for creation of infrastructure finance bank. Industry leaders have urged the federal government to establish a dedicated construction and infrastructure bank to provide long-term affordable financing for national development projects. The call was made during the 2025 annual conference of the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors, Nigerian groups, held under the theme Building for 300 Million. Participants stressed that Nigerians' projected population growth to 300 million demands urgent investment in sustainable real estate and infrastructure to accommodate future housing, work, and social needs. Experts highlighted that professionals in the built environment, including surveyors, valuers, project managers, and financiers, must adopt global best practices and uphold high standards to deliver efficient, sustainable, and resilient infrastructure. The proposed bank, they said, would bridge funding gaps in the construction sector and support large-scale projects essential for economic growth and urban development. Zainab Mohammed reporting for BeeTv News.
Still on the segment news, we have more updates from the entertainment world. The announcement was made on social media, where the entertainer shared a family photo introducing the new addition. The couple's growing family has attracted widespread congratulations from fans and colleagues across the entertainment industry. Known for her humorous and relatable lifestyle content, Real Warri Pikin has consistently shared glimpses of her personal life, including her pregnancy journey. The arrival of the baby marks another joyful milestone for the family. In another development, Nollywood actor Peter Ijagbemi and his wife Fola Jogun Akilami has welcomed their first child, a baby boy. The couple recently returned home with their newborn after the safe delivery. Ijagbemi expressed gratitude for the successful birth and shared his joy at becoming a father. The actor, whose previous marriage ended in 2022, reflected on his life journey and personal growth, emphasizing his commitment to raising his son with strong moral and spiritual values. The news news has drawn warm congratulations from fans and fellow actors, joining a growing list of Nigerian celebrities celebrating new arrivals this year. Actor and musician Charles Okocha and his wife Mimi Okocha have celebrated their first wedding anniversary. The couple marked the occasion with photos and messages shared online reflecting on their 1 year of marriage. Friends, fans and colleagues joined in congratulating the pair, commending their bond and expressing best wishes for continued happiness. The celebration comes as Okocha continues to balance his acting and music careers with family life. Evelyn Isabel reporting for BeeTv News. And now to the sport news. Maduka Okoye ended his club stint with a defeat to Roma and no clean sheet as the Super Eagles goalkeeper now prepares for Nigeria's FIFA World Cup playoffs. Maduka Okoye's club head into the international break on a disappointing note as Udinese stumbled to a 2-0 defeat against Serie A title contenders at Roma on Sunday evening. The Super Eagles goalkeeper, who will now focus on preparing for Nigeria's crucial FIFA World Cup playoffs, was unable to keep a clean sheet against a well-organized Roma side. Under their new manager Gasperini, Roma dominated the match comfortably, scoring 1 goal in each half to secure the win and leap to the top of the Serie A table. And that's the size of a news package for tonight. Many thanks for joining us on BeeTv Measure News. I am Evelyn Isibili, and please follow us on our social media handles on Facebook at BeeTv News and on YouTube at BeeTv News. Thank you and have a good night.